beginning of the highway was literally a block away from the house, like 2 blocks from the house. It was right there. So we all grab a little Jam Sports backpacks. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing fucking Mr. Potato Head, I'm shoving him in the backpack. I'm grabbing Captain America, shoving him in the
The
backpack.
necessities.
Getting the necessities out the way. You shouldn't call the kids talking about dicks because we didn't know what the fuck.
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
I'm like, bro.
I was still tracing pictures and telling people I drew it.
Welcome to the Insensitive Podcast.
I'm Uni.
And I'm Biggs. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoy what you see, please make sure to hit us with a sub or a follow. Remember, we will be dropping every Thursday at 6 p.m.
We're going to try.
Yeah, we're going to try.
We're going to try.
Well, we
got jobs.
I got the editing down pat, so we good.
I'm just a talent.
Now, please don't miss out. Thursday, 6 p.m. Today's show, we're speaking about
basically childhood stories. Yeah. You know, we like to gossip, reminisce, and what's the best people to talk about other than us as badass kids.
I mean, it's not only childhood stories. Some of them we might be. Are we adults in some of them?
No.
Oh, damn.
I think our adult stories are kind of like
too graphic, too real.
Too real.
Too real.
We don't want trauma. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's like, oh, our thing was so funny, but really people are looking at you like.
I think most of these are actually trauma, to be honest with you.
I don't think so. But I think they're funny.
Yeah, but when we tell these stories, people look at us like we're crazy.
Because I feel like people back then, they didn't have what we had. Familia.
And fun.
Familia and fun. We didn't have like iPads. I mean, we had video games.
Yeah, you're not lying, because I think when the first iPod came out, well, iPhone, I was definitely like 11.
Yeah, I remember stealing like the twins' MP3 player to listen to music.
Yeah, 100%.
You download on with LimeWire?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so we're going to jump right into it with my favorite story. I feel like this just encapsulates like our whole childhood, how bad. Mind you, picture this. There's what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of us. 10 kids. Ranging from like, we're pretty close in age actually.
Yeah, we're all young.
Like 3-4 years apart.
Except the only people that were a lot younger were the Pookies.
But they weren't here during most of this time.
I'll be that.
Yeah, the twins. But I don't count them in the familia right now because they were too young to do the bad stuff with us.
That's true, yeah.
It was like the immediate 10 of us. Like we were and also the 10 of us was only from 2 parents.
Yes. Well,
because she had 6. Oh, well, so you couldn't count the 6 actually.
Another thing
4,
I would say.
4 actually. So 4 or 5, 6, it was 8 of us.
But no, not only that.
Math.
Those were the children. I had uncles and aunties that were on our age.
Oh
that
my
were
God.
that enabled,
the worst babysitters ever.
They enabled us to do all of this stupid shit that we're going to speak about today. So
they taught us, basically.
They definitely did. They almost killed us a few times, too, I'm pretty sure.
I have this scar to prove it. That's a different story for a different day. Like I said, my favorite story. It was, we were living in a duplex at the time. And I don't know if you guys know what duplex is when 2 homes are smashed together. And, you know, there was a lot of us in this house. My cousins would be there. For some reason, we weren't in school this day. I'm not sure why we weren't in school this day.
I mean, we were never in school. We were always skipping. But go ahead.
He's not lying. But I think somehow we're just like, we're not going to school today. So my mom's at work doing her grown woman thing. And you want to know who she thought? She was like, you know who'd be the perfect babysitter for these badass kids?
We were bad.
A blind man.
Oh, man.
Like, no jokes, completely blind.
God rest that man's soul, man.
But, yeah, she left. Let me see. It was like, I think it was 6 of us at that time.
Yeah, it was just the
immediate, like almost like the
main characters in the beginning.
the main characters at the beginning, and this blind man, and he kind of locked himself in the room because, you know, we weren't like kids. We were kids actually.
No, we were very young.
We were like in middle school, elementary school.
I was in 1st grade.
We were very young, so you know he would he'd lay down, he'll listen to his music. He'll be like, all right, kids, do your thing, almost like throw bread at us. Like, almost Captain. So, we had this bright idea. So, in our duplex, we had our own like a laundry room, way in the back, in our apartment. And in Florida, they would have they weren't attics, they were crawl spaces in the ceiling.
Yeah.
So the way that this washer and dryer were positioned is on the wall in the corner, washer and dryer, almost like
I do remember this.
a body's length away. If you step on the washer and dryer, you can kind of push that crawl space door and kind of crawl the wall and bring yourself in.
To give a little context, I was in first grade. My brother was in second grade. You were probably in like third, so we were literal children.
We were little kids.
And
we weren't that
we
tall.
were able to easily get into this crawl space.
We had upper body strength.
Well, no, I remember we barely had to do that either.
Dude,
we stepped on the dryer and we were halfway there.
I mean, yeah, but we still had to get up on their hooker and then crawl. Because remember, our dirty little footprints.
Yeah, you're right.
Were on the white wall.
Damn, evidence everywhere.
We used our feet on the wall to hoist ourselves up. I don't know who was like, oh my God, let's go up there. Who was the beginning? Do you remember who was like the mastermind? Let's go up there.
If I had to take a guess, it was most likely my brother.
100%. I feel like most of our bad antics started with him. But again, all I remember was someone like, you know what we should do is get our spaghetti, our juice, and eat up there.
Listen, man, we were just adventurous as hell.
We were bored.
We had no fear in our hearts. Most kids will look at a crawl space and be terrified, petrified. We were like, best hangout spot ever.
Dirty, dark. We want to go up there. So the boys actually, and me, it was me, our cousin, Biggs, my brother. We kind of went up there, scoped it out.
Yes.
Those three, they kind of did the safety inspection.
100%.
They were tapping on the beams because, mind you, we're on the ceiling.
Yes.
We're in the crawl space in this ceiling, and they're like touching the beams, like, all right, that space over there's a specific corner they blocked off.
Yeah, because you can tell when certain areas are more hollow.
A weak, yeah.
Because, it's a roof. And it's not the outer layer of the roof, it's the inner layer of the roof. So it's more like design purposes, I guess you can say. So we definitely was like, all right, that area is a no-go. You could also see, you can see light through, the...
Yes, they're not baseboards.
The ceiling, I guess
ceiling
you call it,
boards.
whatever. So we instantly knew, all right, boom, that is not the area that we are allowed to go to.
At least with the hindsight to know to block off areas. So, okay, we're hosting each other into this crawl space with our drinks and our cups, our food. We can hear. He was our stepfather at the time, the blind man. And we would hear him listening to his music in a corner of the ceiling.
Which was obviously...
All of it's connected.
That was his room. It's a ceiling.
Yeah.
Crawl space spanned literally across the whole house. So that was his room.
We knew, okay, we can't go over there. We don't want to make any noise. So they basically were like, all right, this is our area.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? We had a cousin, a female cousin. She was... at the time, a little plus size.
She was a little heavy, yeah. She was a
little heavy set. We were all skinny minis. Yeah. She was heavy. So they specifically were like, we're going to, we can walk a little bit over there, but you specifically can't go over there. This area is off limits to you.
100%.
And again, I don't know why in my head, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. I remember yellow caution tape that they rolled over there. My mind was like, we definitely had caution tape.
Then again, we were kids, so we probably didn't say it that politely. We were probably...
Yo, fat ass can't go over there, bitch.
You know what I mean? We probably was going crazy. But yeah.
She felt some type of way.
She instantly was like, I can do that.
She was wrong.
100% wrong. Go ahead.
So, our cousin catches herself getting upset. Didn't heed any of their warning. I'm like, Come on, we gotta listen to the police. We gotta listen to the safety inspector.
We were safety patrol. The guys, the boys, we were safety patrol.
Literally on Eddie's edge is like, no, you can't come over here.
Just imagine a literal blockade. We put an imaginary blockade with big caution signs that said, "You cannot go there."
You bitch ass, you chicken nugget head, you can't go over there.
Yeah, but
She went. She caught herself getting a little. She had fire in her tank. I'm gonna go over there anyways. You can't tell me what to do.
So wait, she did make it though, and we were. But then
I remember it instant fall.
no, she made it, and then I remember we were like, no, and she's like, look, it's fine, and then she kind of how would you say, like hopped a little bit
To prove like I'm good.
It's stable. Oh my god.
What happened next? Our little baby brains could not comprehend. You ever seen Inside Out where they have like little motions?
I've never seen that.
Fine. How about SpongeBob?
Okay,
When they're
100%.
shredding the fire.
Oh yeah, when it's like code red, and then they're fucking shredding all the like memories and stuff.
So
And-
that's us. And then all of a sudden she's, yeah, I'm good. This ceiling collapsing.
Caved in, 100%.
The hole was like this big.
The hole was the size of a person. Two
An
people-
adult, two
like
adult
an adult
people.
person. Imagine two adult people hugging,
I think it was bigger than that.
and it was the whole. Yeah, it was.
Because the size of
definitely-
our refrigerator.
It was okay. So imagine a regular size refrigerator.
Like the whole
And
diameter
it was
of it.
about that size. When I tell you, she fell through that shit and
Was holding on for dear life on one of the beams.
that is the funniest part about it, right? So we ran down. I'm talking
The
about
safety patrol.
yo, safety patrol hurdled over imaginary barricade, jumped down, went to go inspect, and all you see is her little legs dangling. And there is a crater in the fucking ceiling.
In the kitchen.
So we run back up. Y'all gotta come down. Y'all gotta come down. So now we're all we're kids. So we're like trying to brainstorm. How are we gonna get this girl down safely?
Because she's dying.
Pretty much, her legs was dangling. We're like, oh my god, our little brains, the little hamsters are moving.
Spinning. We're trying to problem solve by being little kids. We're like, we gotta figure this out. We're trying to, okay, maybe we move the refrigerator to her legs. She can get on it. We couldn't. One of these, our safety patrolmen.
No, she could, but she was scared.
Oh, so.
We caused
Safety-
more damage.
Safety patrol here.
Didn't we break like a door?
Their bright idea was, we're going to break the doors off of the closet. The accordion wood doors. We're going to break those off of our closet.
Yes,
Use it
100%.
as a ramp from the
Slide down. You know, like the airplanes when the big balloon slide comes out when
Yes.
it's an emergency. That's what we pretty much. It was in our head. We're like, okay, you're gonna drop your little legs down. You're gonna
Slide.
You're gonna duck and then roll down. We thought it. That's how we thought in our brain. And
This
then-
is going to happen. Mind you, our stepfather, it's kind of like, you ever see a movie and you're almost like, wow, look at these bad kids. How does no one hear them or see them doing this? If this isn't realistic, thinking about it now,
very realistic.
totally realistic. He was in his room.
He didn't hear us. He didn't hear the crater form. He didn't hear
The doors being broke.
doors break.
Us
He didn't hear
panicking.
the 6 little kids running around like crazy up to no good.
He didn't hear the ceiling hamster screaming for her life. Yo,
Oh my god, that's
the
hilarious.
Phineas Ferb thing, now that is real.
Oh yeah, with Candace.
Candace,
Candace,
Mom,
yeah.
that totally happened. So they break these closet doors. They
Yeah.
put them on the. I don't remember her coming down, like how she came
Yeah,
down.
I don't remember either.
I don't know if she tumbled down, fell down, but our brains deleted it. So
Came down though.
she came down. She got down. We
Ayo,
rescued her.
Ayo, rescue patrol, full force.
They did it.
We had it. We was locked in. We had a job and we did it.
They had the vision.
You ever seen the damn, when like I think it was it was either like Osama got caught and they're like, ladies and gentlemen,
We
We got
got him.
him.
Yeah.
That's how we felt at that moment.
We felt like, and then that was short lived. Our triumph was short lived because
Oh my
then
God, yes.
we realized, holy
We
shit.
looked up and seen this literal crater in the ceiling, and
Blasters falling.
you ever seen like an anime when like, oh, Dragon Ball Z, when Goku like smashes somebody through like a wall, and then you just see the debris tumbling down? That's exactly how it felt like in my brain.
Oh, 100%. It felt like I felt the wind.
We're all high fiving. We're like, yeah, we got it, and then it just dawns on us.
Like,
Our mother is
instant.
gonna kill us.
Kill us.
Our mother is going to kill us.
And somebody, our mom, she don't play.
She did not. She does not
But-
play.
And then I think about it, we weren't afraid of her enough.
We definitely weren't. But Rescue Patrol came back and had the most brilliant plan ever. And to this day, I think it would have worked. Just saying.
If we weren't children.
We weren't children.
These brilliant masterminds who were saving our behinds was like, I have the best idea for us not to get in trouble. And we're like, what? We need to run away.
We need to run away. So mind you, right? This is the funniest thing about it. So we were dead serious. We were like, we need to run away. And mind you, like I said, we're in like first grade. So that means that
Everything clicked
I had to
us.
be like 8. You know what I mean? So first of all, you didn't go. She was the only smart person in this situation. Because she was like, I'm not doing that.
Because their plan was so dumb. I was like, I'm gonna risk it. They were like, we can walk to our grandmother's house.
100%.
Mind you, we were 8, so we have no idea where grandma's house. But we just knew we passed over a highway.
Highway, yeah.
Again, don't know directions. And if I think about it, I think we were in Miami and grandma lived.
Yeah, far. It was very far. It was a very stupid idea at the time.
We were in West Miami, grandma's in Overtown.
Yes, it was very far.
We were not going to get there by foot like these things thought.
Not to mention, we didn't know where we were going. So we just knew that
Highway.
the beginning of the highway was literally a block away from the house. Like 2 blocks from the house. It was right there. So we all grab a little Jam Sports backpacks. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing fucking Mr. Potato Head and shoving him in the backpack. I'm grabbing Captain America, shoving him in the backpack.
The necessities.
Getting the necessities out the way first. Grab my little Blues Clues, throw them in the backpack, and I was set. I didn't need no food. I didn't need no Band-Aids. I didn't need nothing. I just needed Mr. Potato Head. That's all. So now we all strapped up and booted and ready to go.
I'm like, you guys can go.
Uni's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm staying hurt.
So it's like, mind you, now we're like 5 deep because we just lost a member, but we're fine. We're like, you know what? She gonna deal with the consequences. We got this. When I tell you, we all got little toys in our backpacks.
Confident.
We walk 1 block and we're like, we got this. This is in the bag. We already made it out the house.
We made it out the hood, guys.
We literally walked. Well, we were like about to walk up the expressway. Woo, woo, woo.
It's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop.
The police pulls us over, and we forgot to mention this was a school day. And we did mention
We did.
It was a school day. We were not in school. Why? We were bad kids. Whatever. So the cop instantly was like, "Where are you kids going?" And we're like, "To grandma's house." No description other than that.
Where are you going?
And he's like, "Where is that?" And we're just like, "It's on the highway." We don't know. So this man looks at us, sees 5 little pubescent children with toys, with Captain America peeking out of the backpack, of the Jam Sport backpack at that, and is like, "Yeah, y'all get in the car right now." So, we're like, fuck, the po-po. We gotta listen to these people. So, immediately, Safety Patrol retired. Immediately. Once that moment happened, Safety Patrol was like,
It was out of your hands.
can't do nothing about this, fam. We're done. So, obviously, we get to the house.
They knock on the door.
Knocks on the door. And then our blind stepdad comes out. And he's blind. So he didn't know what the fuck is going
He didn't
on.
really fucking left the house.
So the cops is like explaining to him what happened. And
Where he
then,
found them.
yeah, and this little man, Uni, walks out of
Tabaco.
the door, starts yawning, acting like she was sleeping. And then he's like, "What's happening, guys?" Yo, we looked at her like. But listen, one thing I will say is that we did not snitch
They did not
on
snitch
Oni.
because
We were real.
I was living on that. That was my story. I woke up, these guys doing what they were doing.
Oh man.
My mom came home
Oh my God.
fuming.
We all got punished for that. That was a very very sad day. The safety patrol never went back together after
You
that.
know what's crazy to think about? I'm pretty sure we got kicked out of that apartment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. We got kicked
I
out.
just don't remember the aftermath of like it getting fixed, about what
We got
happened.
evicted
But how would they have known?
because if you don't remember when, I don't know if they do that now, but for some reason back in those days they always did like routine inspections. That's why we always get evicted. You remember? We always get evicted because anytime they'll do their inspection, there'll be holes on the walls and shit like that. Because it's 4 kids that think they're fucking super Saiyans. We're over here. Me and my brother used to fight, thinking that I'm Hulk Hogan, he's Triple H. We
We used
used
to
to.
move the beds to a different area and put them together to make like our arena. Oh my god, our mother must have hated us.
That is nothing. It was me, Will Hams, and then my brother. Right? Will Hams is my cousin, by the way. Me, Will Hams, and my brother. We thought of this very new arena style match, right? So what we did was it was called the Nightlight Match.
What?
It was just us fighting in the dark. It was just us wrestling in the dark. Oh my god! I turned off the light and we all just started jumping on each other. I shit you not. It ended in like 2 minutes. My brother, like, he jumped on me and I threw him off, and he like hit his head on the wall, and it immediately ended. It was done.
The best part of our situation is that wrestling was really big. Like the WWE was massive. We had the spinning belt.
Yes.
Like we were really into it. So
Me and my brother took it very seriously.
too seriously. We were.
Yes.
I remember a story that someone threw thumbtacks.
Yes, that was my brother. It wasn't thumbtacks though. It was, so if I remember correctly, we had like these hamper, and he like poked holes into them, and then sharpened pencils and like stuck them in the hamper. And then he was like, "Bro, slam me into this, bro. Slam me into this, bro." And I'm like, "Fuck it, let's do it." So I did the little choke slam on him, and I remember he was bleeding, and Mom was very upset about this.
And our brother was just like, yes, I'm a man. Because we never really like,
What?
we never learned.
Oh no, 100%.
You know what I mean?
No matter the punishments, no matter the beatings, we were just very hyper crazy children.
I would say like it's so funny because people think I'm crazy when I say every time I see my mom or I talk about our stories with like my friend be like, my mother didn't beat us enough. She needed to like send us to Siberia or something.
Bro,
We were crazy.
me and
like,
my brother used
cracked
to
out of our
fight.
minds.
Me and my brother used to fight, but not like regular wrestling. We used to wrestle on roofs. We got expelled from a school because we wrestled on the school roof.
I don't know what
Remember
we
that?
thought we were.
We thought me and my brother took WWE very seriously. We made like cardboard championship boxes.
Cardboard?
Yeah, we made like cardboard championship boxes.
No,
And
that box, the belts.
Oh, belts, I mean. And
The
like,
spinning one.
yeah, we made like one that span
My mom actually got us one, but
eventually.
Yeah.
But we first started off with cardboard, and then she realized how seriously we were taking this shit. Like, we had SmackDown every Saturday in our house. Like, I'm not talking about watching it. We were performers. I was Chris Jericho at the time.
we had bunk beds. I remember tying blankets
man,
from one corner to one
We
corner.
made hammocks out of it. I remember that. Those bump bags did not last
They
at
did
all.
not. Again, she didn't beat us enough.
She definitely did it. We were very. Fuck that. I'm gonna run through a quick story real quick. There was once where we were collecting a whole bunch of lizards in like a big like papote. A papote is like a big like
A coat like a bin.
like a bin.
No lid.
And we fucking no lids threw a whole bunch of like
branches, rocks, dirt.
And we had about
little bottle caps of water.
Bro, we caught at least like 20 of these fucking geckos. And
lizards.
And the next day, they were all in the house, just
gone,
free for all. And
we were like, we're gonna put them in here. They're gonna live in this little habitat in our room.
Yep. And I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what we thought. I think we did put a lid, but I think we made holes in it.
No.
And I don't remember.
We tried to make holes, and we're like, no, they're gonna suffocate.
Yeah, 100%.
So we're like, well, fuck it. We're gonna take. They're not gonna come up. They're like, the walls are like high.
Yeah, we didn't think that lizards can crawl on
and
walls.
Jump.
Yeah, we're fucking kids. We're
and
stupid.
The only reason I realized that the lizards were out is because I saw a lizard on the wall.
Yeah, they were like everywhere.
Everywhere. We're like, oh, we gotta run to the lizard thing. My mom found out. Oh my goodness.
But you know what was the worst thing about that situation? My auntie, who was like 18 at the time, was part of that. She was part of that. She was helping us pick the lizards up and putting them in the bin.
She was trying to get us to grab the iguanas.
Yes.
Back then it wasn't these iguanas. It was like the cute green iguanas, the little ones.
Now they have these fucking crazy iguanas in Florida.
The lizards are crazy. The little curly tail. We didn't have those back.
Those are invasive.
We had cute little. So
iguanas.
my aunt, she was crazy too. She used to like get a lighter, a match,
and put out
and put it on her tongue.
I remember
she
that.
She taught us how to get the lizard, open its mouth, like get our ear.
Oh yeah,
and wear like lizard earrings.
I remember that. She would like make us put it on the ear and just let it hang. And let it hang. Wow, that's a crazy memory I just remembered.
You know what that ear thing segues to?
What?
Fear factor.
Oh my god!
Because that was one of our challenges, putting the lizard on our ear.
So I'm a pioneer. This little story we had, and like I said, everything we're speaking is real and true. And no, not the Joe Rogan fear factor, the Uni Biggs fear factor. Mind you, I think we were a little bit older, but not crazy. I think we were like 1 year or 2 years.
I was
older.
in middle school.
Yes, we were like 2 years older.
Yeah, I was in middle school. I was like 6th grade.
I was in 4th grade. So 100%, we were definitely older, like 3 years older. But we were still crazy. And
we couldn't shake it, man.
I know we lived in Kendall.
Yeah.
And
I went to West Miami.
Yeah, it was in Kendall. We had a nice little backyard. This is when we moved on up a little bit in life.
The house. You're right.
Really nice. That was short-lived too, but we lived in a really nice area. And again, we all used to always be home all together. And it was, at the time, it was just the 4 siblings. It was me, my brother, my 2 sisters. I don't remember my other sister being a part of this story, though.
No, she actually had friends in high school.
So it was, she was in high school already. So it was. Not
in high school. She was older in middle school. She was my same age. I think she was 9th grade.
So it was definitely our 2 cousins, 100%. So we decided, because it was a boring ass day, that we're gonna play some Fear Factor.
We loved Fear Factor.
100%. We did this regularly, and I remember it just kept escalating and escalating and escalating. So I remember vividly the first challenge. So the first challenge is that we had to eat this monstrosity of a meal that we like made together, and I remember some of the ingredients, but
I remember some ingredients.
I know it was like mayonnaise.
Yep.
It was
mustard.
It was mustard.
All the kind of like jelly, peanut butter.
Jelly, peanut butter. It was fucking mac and cheese. It was definitely mac and cheese. And we just threw it. Yo, bro, we put our elbow in it. We put a human eye in it. Bro, we just put a whole bunch
we should add
some lizards in it.
We were like beans.
Bro.
Anything we could farm, like, we're going to put in this concoction.
Yes, 100%. And they're
like...
It
needed to mimic, like,
Fear
bull
factor.
Testicles and, like... But it has to be the grossest thing we'd never want to eat.
First of all, why the fuck would we be watching Fear Factor as these children? But whatever. But yeah, 100%. And no matter what game it was on Fear Factor, my brother was always the first to go, because that boy had something to prove. I don't know what it was. I guess we moved on from the cardboard belts to fucking Fear Factor champion. But bro, this kid, this kid was, nothing was standing his way on make believe Fear Factor.
Even we're like, maybe we won't eat this.
He was like, no,
already
I'm gonna. All right, so yeah, boom. So we're all eating this shit. mind you, it did fuck us up.
It did.
I remember it being disgusting. Most of us everybody spat it out except my brother. He ate that shit and he took more spoons than everybody else did. We all ate one spoon. It was like, ugh, yeah, we passed. Yeah.
It smelled so
Yeah.
rancid.
He was just like, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
This kid, I don't know. He was missing a chromosome or something. I don't know. That kid is crazy.
So boom, we're all like, okay, next challenge. We just ate those bull testicles. We just ate those bull testicles.
On to the next one.
So for some reason, my brother was the one that was definitely pioneering this like fear factor, and he's the one that thought of all of the fucking games.
100%.
So I remember there was one where we had to jump off the roof, and we had a couch outside, and we moved it into an area where we had to jump off, and he was like, whoever. I forgot what you have to jump off this roof onto this couch to make it to the next round.
Yeah.
And for the boys, it was nothing.
Easy.
We used to fight on roofs. So we just jumped over that shit. We jumped over the barricade. We jumped right over that shit. And then
I did it.
The girls were like, yeah, we're not doing that.
I did it.
You did it?
Yeah.
Yes, you definitely did
I would
it.
always jump. I almost broke my ankle.
Yes, I remember that.
Because at that point, we had done Fear Factor for a while.
Yes,
so the
100%.
couch was already getting
Destroyed.
So that we took off the cushions.
I remember that.
And then we were literally jumping on just like the planks.
And you know whose
of the
idea
couch.
that was? My auntie's. It was her idea to take them off.
Because don't mess up the cushions.
Because then remember once our brother jumped off and he almost broke his ankle. Because remember he hit the
slipped
wood.
up, yes.
He hit the wood. Like first on the wood. And then I remember his shit became really swollen. And my auntie would always lead with this line. Don't tell your mother.
I'm going to deny it.
Exactly. So it was always deny that shit. But yeah, we were jumping. We all did it. We cleared that round. Bro, in our mind, we jumped off of a canyon.
Oh, yeah.
In our brain, bro, we were skydiving off of Mount Everest.
No parachute.
No parachute. We just fucking... You ever seen Travis Pastrana when he jumped? I showed you.
Yeah,
when he jumped off the airplane, that was us with no parachute, just head first. But we made it to the next round. We prevailed. We lost, I think, one person.
Mind you, this is a one-story house.
Yes, this is a one-story
So I don't care what anyone says. A Florida one-story house is pretty fucking high.
Yeah, not only that, we're fucking kids.
Why are we jumping off this?
Because we are fucking psychotic.
It
And
was
that
like and the sofa, it's like a sofa.
But that's nothing though. We jumped off of two-story houses, no problem.
True. But it's like this and this away from us just smashing our faces on concrete.
Yeah, 100%. There was a big slab of concrete directly next to the grass, so we could have easily smashed our faces in. But we prevailed.
We did. We won that round.
We won that round.
Each of us.
And
boom,
then
boom,
the
boom.
next round was
The tetanus.
tetanus.
Tetanus fence.
The tetanus fence was a fence that ran directly
border of our
around our whole house that had many, not a little bit, many rusted screws protruding out of this fence.
The wood was like splintered.
Yeah, it was very dangerous. Honestly, for kids to be living there, we could have been running one day and slipped, and boom, my eye is gone. But we took it as a challenge.
We're like, you know what we're gonna do?
We're gonna conquer the tetanus fence
in the dumbest way possible.
So our next round, we had to shimmy. And mind you, it's a fence. It's a
so it has that middle piece of wood.
Yes, and it's
like
also a Florida fence, so it's kind of high.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we're still very young. So at that time, I was definitely nowhere near as tall as I am now.
Yeah, no, you had to grow after Mexico.
Yeah, so yeah, 100%. Now I was really tall, but I did get taller.
No, dude, you weren't that tall.
But I was taller than everybody before I left Mexico. Yeah, literally. I hit my growth spurt when I was like 12. 13. Anyways, listen. Boom. So we're shimmering off this fence, getting little cuts and nicks. And, and like in my head, I'm like going through the fucking rainforest, chopping off the thorn vines, just getting through it. So boom. I forgot who kneed out. I think it was my other cousin that kneed out. And we're like, we're not doing that. That's dangerous. Somebody kneed out. Because remember, our two cousins was there too.
What do you mean they kneed out?
Oh, like they took a bow. Kneed out? Like took a bow. They were not. They're like, I'm not doing this. Like
Oh,
they bowed down. Like, they took
after
a knee.
the Browns, I'm gonna call it just the Brown
The
kids,
Browns.
we took that shit seriously. We were on there. We made sure to put our shoes on.
Yeah, it's
We were like,
100%.
oh, we're gonna be safe.
And that shit was dirty too.
Dirty, bro.
But
It was like a relay. Like I said, one thing.
I
And
would say what?
this made this get a memory of our. It was like a relay. We did that. We did something with the closer, and then remember we had that big old stump, the rotting stump.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, after our little shimmy, we're gonna start hitting this stump with a hammer.
We did have a one. Listen, there are so many different forms of fear factor. But this is just one day. I want to let this be known. This is just one
day.
fear factor. There was another fear factor when my brother grabbed a cup full of mud and rocks and was like, "We have to drink this." Everyone immediately said no. You want to know what my brother did? Bottoms up and drank the shit chewing on rocks.
Do you remember we had a one where we were bobbing for rocks?
What do you mean?
We had the bipote, we filled it with water, and we put rocks in it. Mm-hmm. And because in Fear Fight, remember they always having the water.
We put our head in that shit.
The water sports, yes.
I remember that. Yeah, we were trying to waterboard each other. Listen, bro, we're fucking idiots. But yeah.
It gets worse.
I think the final one was the worst one, which was the one where this is like the most dangerous. We definitely could have died. So this was like the final Fear Factor challenge.
I never got to the final.
So the final Fear Factor challenge, I remember it was a month after 4th of July. And we had a whole bunch of stink bombs. Like an abundance of them. Like a dozen. Imagine a carton of eggs that has like 2 dozen. We had that, but like with just straight stink bombs.
Stink bombs.
And we had a shed, like an old rusted little shed.
Right next to her, yep.
Could not be probably the size of like an elevator.
This is also a thing. We were jumping from our roof to the shed to the couch.
100%. But we had a shed that was like the size of an elevator. Mm-hmm. And we're like, we all gotta get in this, and we light up all these damn stink bombs. And whoever stay in the longest
the
wins. And yeah, it's needless to say, bro, we definitely almost died. It was me, my brother, and then my sister. I don't think you went in.
No.
I think it was just me, my brother, and one of my cousins.
I never made it to that final.
So we went in, and we were in that bitch, coughing, choking. Yo, we were like in the Marines when they do the gas chamber.
Yes.
That's what we were. In my brain, I was literally on my last week of training, about to become a full-fledged Marine, and I'm like, I cannot lose this challenge. I'm doing the segues, looking at the fucking wall like, yeah, you know, this challenge seems a little hard, but I think I can outbeat the fucking crazy guy, you know, my brother.
And the best part of it, we're all doing commentary, really pretend that we're in Fear Factor.
100%. We're all like, you're like, I think that kid right there, I don't think he has what I have. I think that I'm better.
The best part of it is that there was like a little diamond window on the door of the shed that all of us, the losers, were like peeking through to see like if you guys were dying or not.
So we're in this bitch. Like, we were in it for a while, too.
And we locked it.
And we were, like, choking. Literally, dying. And we're all just looking at each other like, who's going to get out first? If I remember correctly, my brother won.
Yeah, but the way it's crazy, because our cousin run out, right? Yeah. They're choking. He's still in there.
Did he pass out?
Yeah, he would come out. So, again, fire rescue had to run and actually use a slow motion. Them grab him arm in arm, dragging him out of the chamber. Smoke is
coming out, determination in his eyes. He's looking up half dead like
I won.
And in his mind, he just ran a triathlon and he just won first place.
And the fair part of this, we didn't win anything.
We did it.
There was no money. There was no toys.
It was street cred in our house.
And we were addicted to it.
Yeah, bro, we did that shit constantly.
It was like every weekend we were like, we're gonna play Fear Factor.
Yeah, 100%. We did way too much bad shit. That's all I can say.
We were just, I don't know, we just had a lot of energy, and the way that we wanted to release it was just to terrorize ourselves.
I just think that we wanted to see the peak of self-harm. That's what it was. We wanted to see how far can the human body be tested. We thought we were in the Guinness World Record book, and we were winning every record. We did not give a fuck. We were making
We
our
were
own. We were making.
eating fucking onions.
Yes.
We used to play Spy a lot.
What do you mean?
Like Spy. We would just start collecting things from the house, and these would be like our spy gear.
Okay.
So I remember our brother's like spy gear. He had an onion, and what he did is he would peel this onion and chuck that. It hit me right in the fucking eye.
It's supposed to be a grenade, I'm guessing.
Yes, a fucking bomb.
He just beamed their ass with an onion. You know what's so funny? Let's do a little sidebar real quick. I remember once it was me, my brother, we skipped school with one of his friends, and he did the exact same thing. I remember we were all hungry because we're kids and we're supposed to be at school. So this dude made macaronis for us, and my brother took a bite, and he was like, "This shit is nasty," and grabbed the bowl and threw it at him. And then it resulted in a huge food fight. And I remember we were like, it took us a long time. We were like doing it for like 30 minutes. We looked at the time. We're like, Mom's coming home. And we're fucking trying to clean the whole house because there is literally macaroni everywhere. That's when you cook macaroni.
Do you remember that time I think you guys told me a story about the thermometer?
Yeah, I remember that 100%. You're talking about when me and my brother were trying to, our brother obviously, when he was trying to, we were making spaghetti. We skipped school again.
Again, why were we never in school, bro?
And thank the Lord, because my brother wasn't like a student, like he was barely attending school. At least whenever I was in school, I actually listened. Thank the Lord I had basic common knowledge. So we were trying to cook spaghetti, and we didn't know how you determine if it was ready or not. So we never cooked before. So we had the bright idea to grab a thermometer that I had from like a school kit.
And it's like the old school thermometers.
Yeah, but it was like a school kit. It was like a cheap kit.
The glass
It was like
little...
a kit, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that it's temped properly, so edible. So I remember we stuck it in, and then we popped it out, and the shit was gone. The glass like popped, and all the mercury inside of it went inside of this spaghetti, and we were like, "Are we gonna eat this?" And we're like, literally like, I think it's gonna be fine. My brother's like, yeah, it should be good. It's fine. Just a little bit of glass.
We survived the stink bombs.
And thank the Lord that I was like, I think I learned in school one day that mercury is poisonous.
And it's in a thermometer.
And it is a thermometer. And he was like, "You're sure?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty positive." So thank the Lord he agreed with me and we threw it away. Because imagine he wouldn't have agreed with me. And he's the older brother, so I would have been like, "Yeah, you're right. I might be just being stupid." And then we just... Mom comes home, we're just dead on the floor.
There's many a time we should have been...
Oh my God.
I drank bleach bags and tried to bleach my shoelaces.
Oh my God.
I used to like... Come on, we were in school. I was in high school at the time, actually, so again, I should know better.
100%. You should have known better.
I used to bleach my shoelaces. I wanted them to be crispy white.
Yep, makes sense.
But also, I wanted my cup of water next to me. So I had my cup of bleach with my shoelaces, my cup of water. I'm cleaning, not paying attention. I'm like, damn, I'm thirsty. I'm going to get this chug. Fucking chug this cup. All of a sudden, bleach. I knew it was bleach instantly. Spit that shit out so fast into the cup. Panicked a little bit.
How'd you feel though? Was you like, did it like fuck you up or anything?
No, I remembered drink milk. Like
Okay.
milk coats your intestine, your stomachs and stuff.
Okay.
Fucking started downing milk. This is the first time I drank weird things about not looking.
How old were you, first of all?
I was in high school.
Did it burn or like did it taste good?
It tastes like, I don't know how to describe it.
We got the bleach expert over here. She's gonna tell you exactly.
It had almost like a, how do you say, a little spice to it. Gave my mouth a little flavor. I was always, I had a really bad habit of like drinking things without looking. I'm drinking like, I'm gonna admit it, fuck it. I drank bleach. I had Arizona iced tea that was sitting on my table.
Okay.
And it was the middle of the night. I left it there and I went to sleep. Woke up parched. Parched. All right?
What was in it?
A bunch of fucking ants.
Oh, that's not that bad. It's a little protein. That's a little protein. I thought you were gonna say like somebody pissed in the bottle. That's what I was thinking. I thought that was leading to like somebody pissed in the bottle.
I went from bleach to piss. Both of them aren't they both like sanitized or
I don't
something?
fucking know,
like
bro.
you pee on jellyfish? I don't not jellyfish.
You mean like jelly sting?
Yeah.
That's completely false, by the way. Hope you know that.
Is it really?
Yeah, you don't do that.
You don't piss on someone?
No, you just clean it.
How many times has someone got pissed on?
A lot of people, and I think that's from Friends, ain't it? Or I know I learned it from Friends.
No, I just thought that was. I thought we learned that in like
not pee on your,
science class.
Do not pee.
It was the same thing as when you see an alligator, you run in zigzags.
Do not pee. You're just gonna fuck. You're gonna make it get infected.
No, I thought pee was like.
No, it's not sterile. No, I've googled this before. Do not do that.
Fine, don't piss on your friends and they get stung by a jellyfish.
Yeah, what
Let
the
them
fuck
die.
is wrong with you guys? Let's backtrack.
Yeah, sorry.
Why don't you speak about how when we all skipped school in that abandoned place?
Ugh.
Can I say something before? I'm gonna give you a visual. So I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Too Fast, Too Furious.
Look, they're probably really young, so they watched their most recent.
Well,
ones.
go watch Too Fast. You know, Familiar.
The old one.
Yeah, so
the first
second
one.
It was the second one. Too Fast, Too Furious. It was the second one.
I thought it was Fast and Furious, not Too Fast and Furious.
No, the one that the one that they were walking on the bridge thingy. That was Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, okay,
it was the one with Tyrese.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Tyrese was in the first one.
In the second one.
Second one. No, he wasn't in the first one.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't in the first one, 100%. So anyways, though, this is in Miami, Florida, in Overtown, which is like, at the time, I don't know how it is
Don't
now.
worry, he's going to edit that photo.
Yes, I will. At the time, it was, I'll put it right here. At the time, it was like, very ghetto area.
Overtown.
Yeah, Overtown.
Before they turned it into like the...
I heard it's really nice
The
now.
art district.
Yeah, I heard it is Wynwood now.
Yeah, it's Wynwood's art district now.
But it was a very bad neighborhood, and that's where we're from originally. You would hear me saying that I'm from New York, but I'm honestly from Miami. I just lived in New York a long time.
I'm not.
But anyways, though, so if you ever watch Too Fast, Too Furious, there's a scene where Brian, and I don't know what Tyrese's name, but Brian and Tyrese,
they're like in the police thing, right?
Yeah, and they're walking down this they're walking across this bridge. And they have like a pan out shot of them walking across the bridge. But that was literally behind our house. Like I remember when they were shooting Too Fast, Too Furious, and I remember they were blocking off the streets, and I remember seeing the cars when they were filming. I remember seeing the cars drive by. I don't know if you remember that. But yeah, I remember that very vividly. But anyways, they fixed it up only for that scene, only for the scene.
Oh, like it was like super bad.
But everything else was like decrepit, abandoned, destroyed, and back to the movie, Too Fast, Too Furious, and the ending scenes when all the cars come out of that garage.
I was thinking about it. Like, wasn't
that's
that
the same exact? It's the same place. It's just that was the back, and then the bridge part was the front. That all of that was very abandoned, and that is where this story takes place.
But this was before the Fast and Furious. We got it.
Oh, it was before?
We did it before.
Yes, it was before.
We found out after we were telling reimagining the story, and we found the place. We're like, wait, and we saw the movie. We're like, oh my god, we almost got killed there.
Yeah, 100%. Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, continue.
So this is one of the stories. Again, we're skipping school because oh my god, we're so bad. But on purpose, we were going to school. So where we used to live was right behind our elementary school. I went there because it went up to 6th grade.
Yeah.
So I was in 6th grade. They were younger, but I stayed in that school because I, was able to stay. So me and 2 of my female cousins were going to school. I was the idea. I'm like, man, let's not do that. Let's skip. And then they were like, we should get the other guys to come with us. Mind you, we left earlier. So we knew their way to the school. So we hid. If you guys stay with one of those green power boxes in the hood, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, you're talking about the little electrical box that be sitting on the floor.
So us 3 were hiding behind it, waiting for them to get to us. And we pop out. Hey, we're gonna skip school, guys.
Imagine like a drug dealer when they pop out the corner, like, hey yo,
I got that.
You got that. That's how they creeped up on us. We were just walking to school and they were just like. Nuh-uh. They just slid through. It's like, nah, son.
We got something better.
Yeah.
We're going to skip school, guys. And I was like, we're going to do this. And I'm older. Again, I'm in 6th grade. They're really young. So, of course, they're going to be like, yeah, we'll go with you.
I ain't give a fuck.
Him, my brother, we're good. We're idiots because none of our parents were home. Mm-hmm. We could have just went home and skipped school. Just stayed home.
You're not even lying.
Because we went back to get food.
Yes, we did.
So, we were like, man, we need to skip school. We need to go to somewhere to go.
We wanted it to be an adventure.
Always wanted an adventure. We always just wanted to do the hard way. So, we're like, we know there's this abandoned, like, we thought it was a warehouse or something.
I don't even know what it was.
I don't know what we thought it was. It was like encapsulated in like jungle around it.
I don't know what it was.
It was a broken fence we had to crawl through to this jungle. So we go into this almost warehouse-like building, and it's super dark.
Which is the Too Fast and Too Furious place.
It's really dark. We're walking around. We're going through like papers because remember it was like I guess an office building.
Yeah.
Because there was like papers everywhere. There's cabinetry. There's desk. Having a time of our lives.
I think one side was like a medical treatment center.
Had because it was all kinds of stuff in there. It was
I remember
crazy.
there was like a lot of shit there that we probably weren't supposed to see, but there was a lot of crazy things there.
And beds and stuff,
and mind you, the state of this place
horrible. It
was
smelled
tore down too.
horrendous.
There was holes in the ground. There were like holes in the ground. Like, it
smelled like mold and
it was damn near collapsing.
So we're like, oh, we're gonna just walk to the house, get our meals, and come back. Because again, we want to stay home and skip. We get our food. We come into this very dark area. The upper part that we already went to, it was all light. We're bored there, so we went to the bottom. All of a sudden, we're all back. We hear a guy go, "Hey kids, what the hell are you doing over here?"
My brother's like, "Man, fuck you!" My brother and he like, "Man, fuck you!"
We start fucking running.
You ever seen the Boondocks, Riley, when he's like, "Man, fuck that." That's my brother right there. "Man, fuck you."
He was always ready to get it. Guys like, "Get the fuck out of here, little kids!" Because I'm pretty sure he was a crackhead. He was like, "Why y'all in here with a bunch of crackheads?"
Yeah, it was definitely a crack den, 100%.
100%. This guy was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" So we run out.
But we had no fear.
No fear. We run out of there. We get out to explore outside now. We're going to mango trees around. This is where it gets sticky. Other than us, we'll get more about that guy.
And mangoes.
And mangoes.
Mangoes are sticky too.
We fucking are going back into our little hut.
Yeah, it's the little area that we were camping in. Yeah, 100%.
Fucking tents and shit. Mind you, our school was right here.
Yes, right next.
Bandit, school, our house.
Yes, everything was in probably a half a mile within each other. Probably even less than that.
All of a sudden, again, goddamn police always fucking up our vibe.
Yes.
Whoop whoop! On the loudspeaker.
Who did they see again?
Pasua.
Our cousin. Okay.
They saw her. She had her backpack. And we just hear, because there was like a staircase, and it was covered. We already had it crawled. We peeped them. Like me, my brother, we saw them. We were like, fuck the police. So we run, we hide. We
Fuck the police.
Behind the wall, we hide. She's out there scared. And you hear the intercom is like, "Hey,
Yeah.
where
are you going?
Where are you going?" And all I hear goes, "My cousins are back there." Dry snitch the shit out of us. Everyone, get out. Get from us. So we're all sad little Mexicans.
Well, the other ones were Cuban, but yeah.
The worst part of it is the story retold. Do you remember the story retold to the police officer?
No, what was it?
There was these big kids. We don't know who they were.
Okay, I remember
They
that.
stole our backpacks and threw them over the fence.
I remember this.
And we all need to get together to go get
I
it.
remember this.
Like that for us, that was the story that the safety patrol came up with.
Needless to say, they did not.
It didn't work.
I don't know what it was. The safety patrol, whenever they went against the cops, we just sizzled out.
It didn't work. I remember going to school, and I vividly remember having handcuffs on. They didn't handcuff us. We were just like, because they paraded us back into school.
Yeah,
and during the worst time was lunchtime, so everybody's like in lines going like to lunch, and all of us in a line with a cop next to us, like our heads down.
In our fake handcuffs, because we weren't even cuffed. We just watched a little too much cops.
I heard my friend, "Damn man, what'd you do?" And we're just like, Man, they got us.
We got caught by the man, bruh.
I will say again, I didn't get in trouble really that much. So our punishment was the big kids took over our Halloween. Like,
Don't put at me, bitch. I wasn't even part of
sorry,
that.
the big kids, like my sister, their cousin, the older ones that went to high school, they were gonna do trick or treating, even though they didn't want to. They basically took our spot, and we had to stay home. My sister wore my costume. She looked like a hoe because I was gonna be like a little cheerleader, and she was an adult based on high school. I was a sixth grader body, but she wore my fucking cheerleading costume.
I remember that my cousin
I
went.
cried.
I remember that my cousin went, and I was just sitting at home, sad as fuck. I remember that same day that our brother, he was like looking out the window, and somebody shot him with a paintball gun because he was talking shit to everybody that was trick or treating. He was like, "Man, fuck y'all," because we were all like stuck in the house.
But they shot him in the face, but we had the screen.
Yeah.
So like shot through the screen to him, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, they're like, "Man, shut the fuck up," and shot him with a fucking paintball gun. In our heads, that was a missile.
But it was devastating. Like not being able to trick or treating, and then like the worst part of it, it wasn't even the fact that like I could trick or treat. Is when they returned. They were all the kids. They were laughing. They were telling us like what happened. And trick or treating for us was really important because one year they got fish, and my mom was pissed.
I remember. All right, side story. Me and my brother brought fishes home. Who the fuck gives fishes for Halloween? Me and my brother, they gave us a fish. So if I remember, it was like a little block party, and it was a game that we won where we got a goldfish.
A goldfish.
Me
It was
and
a
my
pretty
brother-
nice sized goldfish.
Yeah, me and my brother got a goldfish, and it died the very I think like a day later because I think you fed it bread. Somebody fed it bread.
Listen, it was a night. By the way, so my mom puts it in the tank. She's very pissed about this goldfish. And I was like, the fish is sad, it's hungry, it needs bread. But instead of doing like bits of bread, I put like two whole slices of bread.
2 whole loaves of
To
bread.
the fact where I guess it sucked up the water and like fucked up the water.
That shit died.
It died.
Again, we have a very bad record with fucking animals.
Small animals.
Yeah, we said this in one of our past videos. We just don't have luck with animals, bro.
We were just bad kids that didn't deserve anything to be locked in dungeons.
Bro, I remember back to how we used to wrestle all the time. My auntie and my uncles used to wrestle with me and my brother a lot. They were a little bit older, so they kind of stopped wrestling with us. But I remember my uncles and my aunties would wrestle with us constantly. I remember one time it was my uncle and my auntie versus me. I think you were there actually. Yeah. My cousin and my brother. Bro, everything was going to plan. We were all wrestling. We're going to get these grown-ups.
Oh, we started jumping them.
Yeah, so we started jumping them. Bro, so I was a little big. I wasn't like heavy like I am now.
No.
But I was a little big. But I remember my auntie see me running towards her. And I shit you not. Back to Dragon Ball Z. If you guys ever seen the Dragon Ball Z movie with Broly, when he's like slamming Goku through the wall, like 6 walls, that's pretty much what she did to me. This girl fucking front kicked me, and I flew like 3 blocks in my head, and I fucking flew into the wall, and like broke the wall. It was
a person fucking size hole in our wall.
And I was stuck in the wall. Damn, you ever seen the animes when they get punched into the wall and they're just hanging there
like twitching?
They're like, ugh. That's that's literally what happened.
This is the same house that we fucked up and did Fear Factor in.
Yeah, 100%.
We destroyed that house.
That's a different house though than the Crater.
No, the Crater is a different duplex.
Yeah, we fucked up many houses.
I remember my mom in this same house that he fucked up the wall. She had something. We had a Florida room, and then we had like her living room. Mm-hmm. She called it the white room.
Yeah.
My thing is, you didn't learn from all these years with your children and who we were.
Are you thinking about when I put the goo thing?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Why would you have a white room?
We did have a white room that had white couches, white everything. In my defense, the school should have never gave me fucking Nickelodeon glue. It was like Nickelodeon slime.
That was like bright orange.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know why they gave me that. It was
amazing.
But yeah, so boom. I'm going to tell you this story. I don't know why I did this. So I wasn't supposed to play with it. My mom didn't want me playing with it. I don't know why she didn't just take it from me. I was playing with it on the white couch. And she walked in the door. And my first thought was, hide it. So what I did was I grabbed the big cushion, put it behind the cushion, and sat on it. And then the worst thing about it is if she would have found it that same day, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
She didn't find it until like a week later. So it seeped into the couch and like stained it.
But you know what's funny about this orange stuff?
It was everywhere though. It was at the ceiling
I
too.
was gonna say we were throwing it on our white
it was
ceiling,
on the ceiling
and there was like it was everywhere. It was on the bed. It was on the
That's
walls.
how she knew we were playing with it. And then she found it when she was cleaning
Her white room.
She was pissed. I remember she bought a you could rent the vacuums from Home Depot, and that shit didn't even work either. It was a big ass orange stain in it. Damn, bro, I feel bad for my mom.
I guess she didn't beat us enough. That's what happened. She just didn't beat us enough.
But yeah, and you know, there was just so many stories that we were just so much bad kids, bro. We
did things that, like, think about it now, like, how, like, we have, like, some kind of guardian angel that really loves us.
My brother has a guardian angel, but that's for a whole nother video.
Yeah, it's a different video. Because our cousin, right, back in Montreal inclusive, he had a BB gun. Nice size BB gun. And we're all, like, lined up like this. Me, cousin, all on the couch. And he's waving this BB gun around. And he's like, I'm going to shoot every single one of you. And we're just, like, kind of scared. We're like, yo, chill. There could be a bullet in there. And he's like, man, I told the bullet. We're like, yo, because he's literally, like, he's doing this with his BB gun. And he's, like, putting it on each of our heads, our mouths. Like, I'm going to shoot you. Put it on our chest. And we're just like, yo, chill. Like, scared. We're kind of scared. Like, you know, there could be a BB in there. He's like, there's no BB. You guys are pussies. Does this. Literally turns the BB gun to himself into his stomach and goes, watch. Shoots it and shoots himself in the fucking stomach.
There are BBs though. They're like metal pellets, so they still can break your skin.
And they did break his skin.
Yeah, they like.
Yeah, they had to pop it out. But then after the pop, we all was thinking like, you could have shot your sister in the head with that fucking BB. Because he was like all up in our face, like, I'm gonna shoot you with this BB gun.
Two quick stories about BBs actually. My sister has a BB still stuck in her head.
Not one.
Uni, but my other sister got shot in the head with a BB gun while she was sleeping.
She was sleeping. She was being a ratchet hoe at the window.
Well, she was being a ratchet hoe at the window and get shot with a BB gun and it's stuck. It's one of those nice sized ones.
It's like right here.
And it got stuck in her head and they didn't want to take it out because they said it'll be too much blood.
Because the time my mom went to go like get it out, it was already like embedded. It's like right here.
And it moves. You can feel it still. And it's been like
I've gotten a metal detector and go
15 years probably
on her face.
Which I didn't understand because I told my sister, I'm like, it's weird to me because like, why wouldn't they take that out? Couldn't that rust and cause like
could it be lead?
A blood infection or something?
I think her skin and everything.
It would be brass. Like,
I think it's brass. I think it's literally like encapsulated this BB.
It would definitely be with brass, though. It wouldn't be.
And I think another thing, it wasn't like. I think also were like, we don't want to cut it and then you have a scar. Like she doesn't really have a scar. It's like flat. Mm-hmm. You can never tell. So they were like, we don't want to like ruin her face.
What kind of fucking doctors are these, bro? Like they left a pellet in my fucking sister's head. I'm just.
If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
I just thought about that. That woman's gonna go in her grave with a pellet in her head. I'm just saying.
She should have been a thought asshole at the window. She wasn't a thought asshole. She was like, you know, trying to holler at some dudes. And for some reason, one of them was like, bitch, I just tried her down.
Shot her.
So I feel like we've had so many guardian angels, like we always say, so many instances where like we escaped death, bro. Like, back to these bad babysitters. Like, and then we think about like they're so close in age to us.
Let's not say bad babysitters. It was only one. It was my auntie.
It was always her.
It was always her.
But she was essentially a kid too.
Yeah, she was like 18. We
were like children being babysat by like a kid who like thought it was funny. We were down for everything. And she wanted to teach us. We were down for it.
Yeah, we were young, so we were fearless as fuck.
She told me to go somewhere and do it. I bring her up because that bitch tried to kill me. Listen to me. There was a place called Clouston. It's like yay big. Clouston is where you go to die.
People fuck dogs over there, I'm just saying.
You can walk around the town. Like, the biggest thing there was a Walmart. Like, bitches were getting in fights at Walmart. I'm pretty sure people were getting married at Walmart. I don't fucking know. It was the fucking sticks, bro. But in Clouston, there was this quarry. It's a quarry. I learned that from my cousin. He's like, it was a quarry we were fucking playing in. And basically, essentially what a quarry is it's a man-made lake almost.
Okay.
So it was a lake that they were building, but also adding sand
Okay.
to make land.
Okay, makes sense.
So
they were passing over the quarry?
basically, they're just
Okay,
like
yeah.
dumping sand, like they're
Okay.
like they're doing a bunch of construction. I think they were trying to make way and make more farmland.
Okay.
So super unstable. We used to go to ride our bikes with my aunt, me and my cousin. So much fun. It was like a lake. So much happened at this one little quarry. But so like my brother got chased by a stampede of bulls.
Not me.
Not Biggs. Our other brother.
Yeah.
Again, the one who thinks he can do it all. My aunt was like, "Hey, don't fuck with those." I'm pretty sure there were cows and some of them were bulls. Don't fuck with those things, because he's like, "I'm gonna do it." He opened the latch because where the quarry was, again, there was a farm. They were trying to build onto it, and so there was like they even had on one corner, almost like fenced in, vultures.
Well, the reason why it's like this is because Cluson is like Central Florida. So it was just mostly farmland and
Yeah.
like sugar cane and stuff like that.
So bad.
So it was like livestock and all that crap. So that's why it was an abundance.
Yeah, and it was so easy to get to. So they opened up this latch, and all of a sudden, I don't know what spooked them. The fucking cows
They didn't get
ran,
spooked. They were just like, freedom!
ran out of this, and it was almost like in a movie. Started chasing us. Well, specifically my brother, actually, up a hill. So imagine a stampede of cows chasing him up
I
this
was
hill.
not here, luckily, because I was not running away from them bulls.
I don't understand how they did it, but they got them back in the pen, though. So in this quarry, that happened. I almost got lost at sea in this quarry. My aunt, again, bad babysitter, built this raft, and she was like, okay, one of you have to, like, out of woods and sticks, we use, like, rope that we found, get on it. She's like, here's a stick, let's be your paddle, test it out. She didn't warn me what the fuck we were doing. Stupid bitch kicks me on this boat into this lake, essentially. I'm not ready, so I freak out a little bit, drop my paddle.
Oh my god.
So I'm drifting off into sea.
So technically, it's not her fault, it's your fault, but okay.
Who told this bitch to kick me into the fucking...
Okay.
It was just for me to get on it to see if it was stable.
Okay.
She was like, we're going to test it out in theory. More than theory, I mean, she was like...
She's like, you're going to try this, bitch. You're going to make sure this shit works.
So I have to...
Damn, why were we always the crash dummies? Damn. See,
Mexicans.
you know what happened? Because the safety patrol was not there.
He's not lying. So those are small little instances. The really bad one is we're walking in this quarry. Right? We're walking on this dirt where they're trying to fill in this lake, essentially, with sand. I mean, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. I'm telling my aunt. She's like, no, we're fine. Let's just keep going. We're walking. I also, my foot gets stuck in, like, dirt. I'm like, oh, it's a little soft. My foot's getting stuck. I'm screaming to my aunt, hey, I can't get my foot out. So, all of a sudden, I noticed that, like, my foot goes from, like, here to now fucking waist deep in sand.
From your ankles to your waist deep.
Like, because I remember when they pulled me out, my whole clothes were wet in sand.
Damn.
So, I'm sinking. I'm sinking into this fucking quicksand, essentially. And my aunt's panicking. We're panicking. They're trying to pull me out. And they're like, Sam, you need to relax. I'm digging myself basically into this hole. Oh, flip now. Sam's getting close. Like, I'm going to fucking die here now. They get a stick. They pull me out or whatever. Mm-hmm. I lose my shoe.
You put the lay flat. They tell you to do. You put the lay, like, flat and spread your body out.
So Baby Uni didn't know that. Baby Uni saw my foot stuck. So holy shit, my fucking waist is stuck.
Okay.
And so imagine a baby, and how are you gonna feel?
You were not a baby. You're at least like 14.
I was in high school.
That's what I'm saying. You're like
getting fucking stuck in a fucking quicksand.
Panicking.
We never grew out of it, I guess.
No, 100% not. We're fucking stupid.
Fucking this deep in fucking just quicksand. So of course she saves me at least. At least I'll give her that.
So I was a lot younger. I had the same kind of thing happen. I was with the blind guy, but before he was blind. Before he was blind, and my mother and I remember we were just walking, and and I'm like, they told me be careful, and it was like a quarry as well, And I remember I'm like getting close to like the lake bed, and I take one step and I disappear. Like, and it's not like how you said, like it went from your ankles to your waist and to your chest, and it was like a slow, gradual thing. No, I guess it was just like a water pocket,
Uh huh.
and at the time I was like 5 foot, so I literally just fell straight down into it. And luckily, my mom seen it happen, cause I would have literally died. Like I would have probably drowned. I literally stepped. You can ask her. I stepped, disappeared, and they had to come grab me out. And when I tell you that, when I came out, I was covered in dirt and like water dirt. And I remember it was so embarrassing because I had to take off my clothes. It was like covered in mud, and I was walking with my undies. I was walking with my
I almost
undies
died, but it's so embarrassing.
back to the car. I'm walking with my undies with mud everywhere all over me. But yeah, bro, don't trust these fucking Florida. These floors that look like they're okay.
Don't
they're
do
not
it.
okay. They're fucking
not.
death.
It kind of reminds me of those videos you see where people step in a puddle
No.
and they fucking disappear.
Yo, bro, it happens. Like you would think shit looks normal. You think that, oh yeah, that's like I get at least 3 feet of clearance, and you step and it's like a 7 foot hole, and you're dead.
Done. So I'm now. I don't trust that shit. I'm sorry. I don't trust the beach.
Yeah,
I'm like,
neither.
no, I can't.
I always do the
little love tap.
the
Yeah.
little, put the little toe in the water, make sure we good.
The Corey thing really scarred me, bro.
There's another story that. All right, so back to me and my brother. Me and my brother used to be very violent. Like we were very violent. Like we would
Chest of us
wrestle.
closets.
We would wrestle. We would fight, but it wouldn't be like normal. Like haha, brother, it's just wrestling. No, we will be very violent and very dangerous. Uh, we were like Conan. We thought we were fucking slaying each other for our rights. But there was one time that really stands out to me. But let me actually backtrack. There's one time that I remember we were playing on a car. It was me and my cousin and my brother, and the car had a very deep gouge in the side of the door. And this is when cars were like made out of steel. So I remember it was like a prong of metal sticking out of the door. And I remember that I pushed my brother off.
This is Sparta.
And my cousin grabbed him, and it was like pretty much. We were very young though. We had to be like 6, 7, very young.
We were like on acid, bro.
We're fighting on top of a parked car, and we were not supposed to fight on it. But either way though, I pushed my brother. He fell. My cousin grabbed him, and in my head, I'm like, there's only one Spartan in this family. And I fucking kick my cousin. So he jumps my brother. And the fucking, the metal gouged all of his knee out.
Oh, and he
had to
has
go to the hospital.
thick scar now.
Yeah, I left my brother with a lot of scars. But he had to go to the hospital because it like took out so much of his knee. I remember that. That was disgusting. But fast forward to I think this is like probably the most dangerous story between me and my brother.
You're the one that.
Oh yeah, I was bad. But I was very bad.
It was you.
But this is like, so me and my brother used to have a habit of fighting on the roofs.
I don't know what we thought we were.
Yeah, we've gotten expelled. I remember, like I said earlier, we got expelled from elementary school because me and my brother went on the roof and we were fucking playing around, and literally the fucking principal and everybody started freaking the fuck out, and we got expelled because of that shit. He called the cops and everything. And I remember they called our mom and we got expelled for that because they were like, this is a safety hazard, because we obviously could have fell off. But
we love climbing roofs,
me and my brother was pros. Yeah, we used to climb the roof on the parks and shit like that.
We used to climb buildings.
Yeah, definitely.
Like scaling fucking from like the
we jumped out of like 2
balconies to get on top buildings.
Yeah.
Remember the guy was like, hey!
Yeah, 100. So we used to do that shit all the time.
Fucking jumping off from roof to roof.
Yeah, we thought we were fucking Spider-Man.
Parkour.
We thought we were fucking Spider-Man out here. But yeah, so we were fighting on the roof. Obviously I forgot what the argument was. It was probably something very stupid.
Yeah.
But we were fighting in the house, and somehow we ended on the roof. And I remember he speared me. If you don't know what a spear is, it's with a guy called, what was his Edge? His name was Edge. He was a WWE fighter. And he was like, it's pretty much you run after somebody and you spear them. Like, you kind of like tackle them.
Yeah.
He tackled me off the roof. And I fell off. He fell off. And he went back up. And then I went back up. And then we continued fighting again. And he kind of like beat me. He defeated me. And I fell down in defeat. And he was like, he looked back in disgust and walked off. jumped off the roof. He jumped on the shed, jumped off the roof, and started walking. And there, for some reason,
Really disgusting boy.
yeah, for some reason, my honor was destroyed. So I had to get my honor back for the clan. So fucking, for some reason, there was a ceiling fan. And you know the ceiling fans are like wooden ceiling fans, but in the base
It's
the
the metal,
it's like a
yeah.
metal part. But the whole fin was like broken. It was like a whole fin that was broken with the metal part protruding out the end. It was just sitting on top of the roof for some weird reason. So I grabbed it. I remember I grabbed it. I looked at him. And I was like, "Yo!" I was like, "You're my bitch now." And I chucked it. And fucking, I didn't think it was gonna do what it did. But he looked, and in his head, you ever see Indiana Jones, when the ball is rolling and he has to run? So that's pretty much what happened. He looked back, seen it, was like, no! He started booking it.
Shit, fucking boomerang.
Fucking hit a fucking boomerang. I did not know. It was a perfect. All I can say, 10 out of 10 throw. That was an Olympic throw right there. Because I fucking chucked it and it went. It had aimbot, bro. I thought it was going straight. It was going straight. He was running this way. It was going straight. And I know it was like, nah, son. And stabbed him right here.
In here, right here.
No, it was right here. It was directly on his shoulder.
No, his scar right here.
Yeah, because he got bigger, so it moved. He got taller, so the skin stretched out. But it was definitely right on his shoulder. Because I remember Mom had to put butterfly stitches on it.
Oh, it was here.
Yeah, it was like right here on his shoulder, yes.
I just thought it just went through and through.
Oh, no, I didn't go through. No, okay. Calm down, bro.
Are we sure?
All right, bro. I didn't impale my brother now.
I remember he impaled this motherfucker.
It got stuck in him, though. It went in, and it got stuck. And I remember he fell, and in my head, I'm like...
Oh, you're right. It is here. My scar is here.
And in my head, I'm like, I won. But at what cost?
Because he was going to kill him.
100%. So I remember he fell. He got up. You could see like a trail of blood. And then he ran. He like popped it out and it ran to the into the house. And I'm like collecting my thoughts. Like, this is the end for my journey. I'm like, this is the ultimate.
Because mind you, our brother was batshit crazy.
Yeah, he was fucking.
When he
psychotic.
got angry, I don't know. This kid was turned into the fucking Hulk.
So I like waited, and then my mom came home.
Hold on, we missed a very crucial part of the story.
Williams.
No. So he's again batshit crazy,
Yeah.
turns to the Hulk. I put him in the shower.
Yes.
Because he's profuse, like he's bleeding.
Like gushing blood.
So he's in the
He
shower.
had a chunk of his skin gone.
So he's sitting in the shower like Spider-Man style. Water running down his, and he's doing this noise. He always do when he got real mad, like. So just imagine how blood. He's in this like monster like knuckle pose, and he's doing this noise. Big sees him, starts panicking, screaming.
I like poke my head out the door. I see him. He looks at me like, "I'm gonna kill you," and I'm like, "I'm calling Mom."
Luckily for him, before our brother can get up and kill him, Mom walks through the door. Boom, savior. All is saved. For life is intact.
Then the funniest part is he immediately put butterfly stitches on him, and then my cousin walks through the door, and he lived in close, and he lived pretty far from
So
us.
we didn't know he was coming. It was like a surprise.
So it's just so much things happening at once. He walks in with a cast. He had like, I broke my finger.
But he's like, "What is wrong with you guys?" He sees blood everywhere.
And I'm like, I almost killed my brother. Yo, it's fucking ridiculous.
And I just remember our cousin, like, cause Wilhelm is so used to us and our shenanigans.
He was just like, whatever.
So, but he walked in, and he was just like, I guess nothing ever changes.
Yeah.
I guess you guys are always gonna be this way.
And
Huh?
then he started telling us the story about his broken finger and shit like that. While my brother's in the bathtub dying, getting fucking butterfly stitched by my mother.
Which I don't know why she had butterfly stitches in the first place.
It saved him because he was bleeding a lot.
Oh yeah, he was.
And
Mom was
started,
like, "We are not going to the hospital."
And then she started scaring the shit out of me. We was like, "Hey, I don't know. It might be." She was telling me, "I don't know. It won't stop bleeding. I don't think this is gonna work." I was over here like shaking. And
I
shit.
killed him. I just have to keep going back. Like, Mom didn't beat us enough.
Yeah, she definitely did it. No, let's be honest. She wasn't there enough. She was always working.
But she still didn't beat us enough. You ever seen kids where they get left home alone, they're terrified of their mom, and They see their mom park in the car and they start cleaning and shit. We weren't there.
We just had no fear in our
We
heart.
weren't that.
We just had no fear in our heart. We were just like, beat us again.
Do it, because we're gonna do it again. We're gonna harbor this hatred and beat the shit out of the next guy.
All right, so
our closing story.
This is our closing story. This is the creme de la creme. Is that how you say that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever. This is the story of all stories. This will be a story that I will tell to my next generation of children. My kids' kids.
Just because it's so stupid.
It's outlandish. It's just fucking hilarious. It's nothing crazy though. It doesn't involve violence. It doesn't involve.
It's just the phrase that like it's stuck in our head forever. And it's, who ate grandma's chocolate dick?
Yes. Who ate? It was chocolate Dickie. I remember her saying Dickie.
No, she said
everybody
dick.
says dick.
She said, "Who ate grandma's dick?"
Yeah.
Okay. And they were walking around like, "Did you eat grandma's chocolate dick?"
They lined us up on the couch and was like, "Did you
on the fucking wall?"
And they were like, "Did you eat grandma's dick?" And I'm like, I don't even know what a dick is. I'm like 7 years old.
So my mom used to work at like a sex
emporium
or something. Yeah. So I guess she got this like shipment of chocolate dicks, and it was like a frozen one.
A dick mint.
And it was pretty long. It was like this big on it was on a stick.
I didn't see it, but okay.
Who ate grandma's chocolate dick on a stick? That's what they said.
It was. That's why I remember it was something else. I remember it just being dick. I thought it was Dickie.
It was who
dick
ate
stick.
grandma's chocolate dick on a stick.
A dick stick.
So, I guess, again, to this day, I don't know who ate that dick. Okay?
We do know who ate the dick.
Do we?
Yeah, continue. I'll top it off. Don't worry. Pause. Hey, yo, continue.
No, did he? You'll top that off. But so we remember. So she got this thing again. We didn't know she had it in the fridge. So we just know we're getting lined up. All the adults are laughing.
100%.
And they're like in our faces. Like first they're trying to be coy about it. So I left something in the freezer for Grandma, who ate it.
And we're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? We didn't eat it in the freezer.
What are you talking about?
Like, what? Like, I would tell you. And all of a sudden, it starts, like, escalating to...
Anger.
It's like, for real. Who ate grandma's chocolate? Because they think we're lying at this point. Like, we were always... It was always like, if you lie, you get beat. Everyone gets beat. But if you tell, you still get beat for being a snitch kind of thing.
You get beat a little less.
But you still get beat for snitching on your family.
Yeah, it made no sense.
No sense.
So we were just all like, even though we didn't do it.
We didn't do it.
Quiet regardless.
But they had us lined up like we're in the fucking police, like going like, did you eat grandma's chocolate dick? And people, my aunt screaming it, my uncle, they think it's funny at this point. We're all like, think we're gonna get in trouble and get murdered because they're all screaming, who ate grandma's chocolate dick on a stick? Again, we didn't know who did. And then they started really trying to scare us. So I'm like, we'll know, like, if you don't tell us, it's made out of, like...
Laxatives.
You're gonna poop.
But that's how we found out. I remember, I don't remember it, but this is what Mom told me when we spoke about the story. Mom said that when they said that, our uncle was like, I only ate the tip.
Yes. Because I think he got scared. Because he was like, shit, it's a laxative.
They're also young, too. They're like 16. And then my auntie
No, they're like 18.
No, bro. We were this Overtown.
Oh, we were sixth grade again.
We were very, very young before at this point. So they're like 16, 17.
Yeah.
So he was like, I only ate the tip. My uncle's gay, so it was even more funnier. He's like, I only ate the tip.
But again, we're kids. We don't know what the fuck's happening.
And my auntie was like, I ate the shaft. And she's like, well, it has laxative in it. So they all just full sprint to the bathroom. They're fucking marathon running to the bathroom.
Because they're all thinking about to shit themselves. But I don't think it was actually had laxative. I think they just wanted to scare the kids to, like, fess up.
Because they were kids, too, though.
But they weren't on the fucking police wall.
Yeah, that's because they thought that they were old enough, but
yeah, they weren't being...
They're the one eating dicks out here in the streets.
I just love that just because of like, who ate grandma's chocolate dick on a stick?
I'll never forget this story ever. Probably you shouldn't go to kids talking about dicks because we didn't know what the fuck.
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
I'm like, bro.
I was still tracing pictures and telling people I drew it. That's where I was at.
I was still struggling to color in the lines, goddamn it.
All right, like I don't know what the fuck these bitches were talking about. I know I've heard stories, but like kids out there sucking dick in like third grade. That wasn't us.
Bitch, third grade, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that wasn't us.
Fifth grade, yes. Third grade is crazy.
We were bad as shit.
I think I was like in second grade when that happened. Our first.
We were pretty young.
I was very young.
I was wearing like limited 2 to 6th grade. Thinking I was cool as shit.
You weren't like what?
You don't know what limited 2 is? It was Hillary Duff's like.
Alright, we're done with this. Bro, you remember pastries? The shoes, pastries? It was like Kamala Simmons shoes or something like that? Or the pastry
yes,
shoes?
the baby fat.
The pastry shoes? It was baby fat, yeah.
It was baby fat.
Alright, our age is showing right now. But we just definitely wanted to cap off on that store because I don't know if
it's so memorable, that tagline. We might name this podcast.
We have to.
Grandma's chocolate dick.
We gotta trademark that chocolate dick, 100%. Such a funny ass. I would never forget that in my life. But
it's like ringing in my ears. Mom saying that's us.
Either way though, you guys know what time it is. I really want to thank you guys. I really want to let you guys know I appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you enjoyed being with us today, please drop a follow, drop a like, subscribe, whatever platform you're watching this on.
Please, because look, I'm losing sleep for you people.
Facts.
Okay, I'm staying up for you and for us because we want to make that money. You know, again, we want to make that money.
Yeah, you know, but comment, like,
subscribe to Biggs' OnlyFans.
Yeah, you know that shit's still active. That shit's still twerking. But remember, every Thursday, 6 p.m. We will try to make that deadline.
100%. Especially we are moving to another destination, basically. Our studio is moving.
And I believe it will be a lot more easier moving forward. So, thank you guys for being with us and enjoy your night.
Don't forget to not eat grandma's chocolate dick on a steak.
Do not eat the chocolate dick.
Don't do it.
It has laxative in it.